Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, 2015 NFL MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers as they take on A.J. McCarron and the Buffalo Bills. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Testing is underway. This one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They will be led out by their starting quarterback since his arrival.
Have them sliders ready when I get my copy.
I'm working on it. This is testing the first batch that I start off in practice mode inside CFM because you can get a really good idea inside of CFM. Obviously, you don't test anything in play now mode. That's absolutely pointless. And I worked for about an hour inside there, just using some of the stuff from last year, and then incorporating different things. And this is my first attempt against the CPU running my initial testing.
And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
The graphical leap from last year to this year, though, is insane.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
By now, you know I love
I don't know if you guys can tell, but
his first 1,000-yard season on the ground, a little bit over 1,000 yards in 1,007, but over 1,200 yards from scrimmage, so you know you can catch it out of the backfield.
I'll probably get it Friday. I'll be on us tonight just reading up on some impressions.
I don't play MUD at all. I literally bought it early, and I'm going to try to sell my... Oh, no. I didn't touch penalties, by the way. I was going to say, I'm going to try to sell my Madden multi-team codes to get that money back.
But you know I trust your words over all others.
And that'll set him back 5.
But this gameplay is penalties are all default. I know in last year's set penalties were adjusted, but right now... Ooh, that was a false start. I thought I jumped. Right now, penalties are 100% default. Didn't touch anything.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. He's still on his feet. A good return there, 17 yards.
Uh-oh, inaccurate throw, emoji grin.
First and 10.
Yeah, very inaccurate. We'll kind of see if it stays like that or if he heats up. I know last year it'd be either a quarterback for the CPU came out hot and would cool down, or came out cold and would heat up. But they'd all end up getting between that 55 and 65%. It felt like.
Nicely. He expects to solidify his role in Buffalo and quickly.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and
AJ
10.
McCarron's a 71 overall, FYI. And my offensive line is absolute crap.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I read on Operation Sports a lot of people were having tough with running for both user and CPU. Like, 15 to 20 carries for 40 yards, like averaging 3 yards a carry. So that was something I did try to work on a little bit when I initially came up with my first idea, and this is where I'll test them out. This is preseason, FYI.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
McCarron to throw on second down.
Oh,
And nearly an interception.
Luckily I was a
here in their
linebacker.
opening drive. But instead, third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
And that means Julius Peppers takes the field at defensive end. How about this? 38 years old, he turned in January. But he's the 4th all-time sack leader of active players. Had 11 sacks in 2017. Expect more of the same in 2018 with the Carolina Panthers. Defensive end, outside linebacker, it doesn't matter. Julius Peppers gets to the quarterback.
Sitting back in a zone right here.
McCarron from the gun on third. And this is going to be
I thought he was going to keep running, so I threw it over there, and he stopped short.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Over G,
So what
I
you're
loved
saying
it in
is
the
we're
beta.
not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line,
Just
right? You're playing
the
to make sure
formation,
the
like
punter doesn't see the field again. So
looks
if you're
you
not
could
picking
give.
up a couple of first downs, you want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 right on the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
I hate running a 4-3. I'm a 3-4 kind of guy. Just blitz all the time. Exotic looks.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15.
So after that first carry for negative 2 yards,
the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it.
The last 2 carries
down.
give some promise. Oh, that's it for nickel plays? I should be more mad here. It's only 3 yards.
The shotgun snap for Newton.
Oh.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Kyle Williams with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And here come the Bills. They were forced to punt last time.
Beta play action did not work. Everyone still says play action did not work.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they.
That works
great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full play.
By not work, it's
they
like
want to take a shot here. They can go ahead and do it.
They go play action here on first down.
It wasn't sacked.
Incomplete there. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. These two teams met in week 2 last year, and it was all field goals. 9-3, the Panthers getting the victory. They would hold off a late Bills drive in the final seconds of the win. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now here's McCarron on third. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yard, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Safe to say the
they're
CPU
making
has a
an
running
effort
game.
to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Should be able to get success against this.
On first down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw on second down is Newton. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Casino Blitz. I just like the name of that.
Pass on the last play, and that leads us to a
We're at a gamble.
3rd and 3.
We're at a casino. Go to the inside.
Newton on 3rd down.
Ooh, he didn't like that.
Here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes.
Yo, he was not ready for that.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the box?
My God, he's chasing him down.
We know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, we would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
You're at the 39.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain.
Oh, no.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017.
Karen,
and I think you can't let him run
he's
wild
so
here.
bad.
What do you think, 100 yards, the
terrified
measuring
to throw
stick?
the ball.
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
What's crazy is Josh Allen's actually rated at 74. I didn't touch depth charts or anything. I just kind of went in and McCarron's actually said it's a starter, even though Josh Allen is rated higher.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Accuracy is really, really impacted depending on your throw and pressure rating. Notice that.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. Forced out to his left.
Get there? Nope, I'm getting.
Shrugs him
Oh,
off.
I'm so lucky.
And he's got some space here. And he'll slide
so
down
slow.
before the
Impact.
tackle. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Josh Allen is.
Green 39.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That screwed me.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So many carries.
Again, it's McCoy. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, there we got backup in. Whoever this cadet dude is. He's in his zone, yep.
From the gun, it's McCarron. Escaping the pressure.
Nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go.
With it, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
They really worked on that this year. Last year, just if you could create enough time, let your receiver run across the zone, it was open every time, and they definitely
on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
All right, it's
they are, however, facing a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, now he bowls him over. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
All right, so
they've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Of course they're going to drop back.
Green 39. Green 39.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. Now he'll escape.
Oh, and I had him. I was trying to
Down
throw it right
he goes. Deshaun Hall in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
All right, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first,
oh, what did I
times
do
you
that
widen too much
for?
or overcommit, he cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
We're running again.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Hogan. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Holmes. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
You can definitely tell the difference between their second string versus their first string.
Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Set. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That was just
Gotta
all
give him points
messed
for
up.
the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Green 39.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's
On the run and under pressure.
Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get
Flung
the
it up there
football
for
back.
grabs.
That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Tackle made by Ramon Hunberg.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Let's go. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, Gilbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw again. Gilbert. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. And they have been disruptive. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Deshaun Hall in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen throwing the slant pattern here complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Good start, but can't test too much more when you're playing with second stringers. So, thanks for watching.